Chandra Arya, member of the Parliament of Canada, shared his strong stance against a motion attempting to label the 1984 anti-Sikh riots as genocide and said that he was the only MP present in the House of Commons to oppose the motion blocking its passage. The Canadian MP has also highlighted the ongoing threats and pressure that he faces for voicing the concerns of the Hindu-Canadian community, while warning that the politically powerful Khalistani lobby would likely attempt to push the motion again. Sharing a post on X, he said, "Today the member parliament from Surrey-Newton attempted to have the parliament declare the 1984 riots in India against Sikhs as a genocide. He sought unanimous consent from all the members in the House of Commons to pass his motion." He also said that he was the only member present in the House to say no, and a single objection was enough to prevent this motion from being approved. Let's listen into what he has said.
Attempted to have the parliament declare the 1984 riots in India against Sikhs as a genocide. He sought unanimous consent from all members in the House of Commons to pass his motion. I was the only member present in the House to say no, and my single objection was enough to prevent this motion from being approved. Immediately after this, I was threatened inside the Parliament building for standing up and saying no. There have been several attempts, both within the Parliament and outside, to stop me from freely and publicly voicing the concerns of Hindu Canadians. While I am proud in having stopped this divisive agenda from succeeding today, we cannot afford to be complacent. Next time, we may not be as fortunate. The politically powerful Khalistani lobby will undoubtedly try again to push the parliament to label the 1984 riots as genocide.
All right, my colleague Brian Thomas joins me live on the broadcast. Brian, the Canadian MP has once again added to the controversy of the 1986 anti-Sikh riots, saying that he has shared a strong stance against a motion which has attempted to label the 1984 anti-Sikh riots as a genocide. He also has given more statements saying that the motion has been moved in the Canadian Parliament and he was the only MP present in the House of the Commons to present and to oppose the motion, blocking its passage. What is the latest that you are tracking? Are there any responses from the Canadian government that your sources are able to deliver at this point of time as far as the controversy on the 1984 anti-Sikh riots is concerned? All right, viewers, as we can see, once again the issue of politics on the 1984 riots, anti-riots of Sikhs has been in fact raked up by the Canadian MP. He stands against the motion in the Parliament of Canada and rejects the motion to declare 1984 anti-Sikh riot as a genocide. He is the Indian origin member of the Parliament. Chandra Arya has now opposed the move, stated that he was the only MP present in the House of Commons to oppose the motion, thus blocking its passage. Chandra Arya has further stated viewers that urged all the Hindu Canadians to act now and reach out to the local members of parliament and secure their commitment to oppose this motion whenever it arises. He has explained that the only way to prevent Canada's parliament from declaring the 1984 riots as genocide is by ensuring that every MP or at least a significant number of the MPs stand up and say no when unanimous consent is sought. Brian joins me live on the broadcast. Brian, Canadian MP has once again called for labeling the 1984 anti-Sikh riots as genocide. Now, what is the latest that you're tracking as far as his demand for urging the citizens of the Canadian origin to act on this issue is also coming up?
Well, Simran, definitely now the Canadian Member of Parliament Chandra Arya has taken a very firm stance also against this very motion in the House of Commons that sought to label the 1984 anti-Sikh riots in India as genocide. His single objection was sufficient to even block the motion, but he even voiced concerns about the future attempts by what he termed the political power Khalistan today. Very importantly, he even shared on his platform X saying that he is a member of parliament from Surrey-Newton, attempted to have this parliament declare the 1984 riots in India against Sikh as a genocide, and he was the only member present in the house to say no, and his single objection was enough to prevent this motion from being approved. He also revealed that he even faced immediate threats also within the parliament building for opposing the motion, but he remains steadfast, and he says that he's proud of being stopped, by this very divisive agenda for succeeding. And he also urged the Hindu Canadian to take proactive steps also by engaging with their local MPs to ensure the motion is blocked in the future. He says he urges all the Hindu Canadians to act now, and he also rather acknowledged the brutality also of the 1984 riots and rejected the characterization also of the events such as genocide and calling it misleading and unjustified as well. Simran.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.